Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
National security operation brings FBI SWAT teams to Dearborn. What's behind the raids? The defenders investigate.
Noticing some clouds rolling in for your Friday evening, and we are tracking some wet weather. We'll detail shower storm chances for your weekend.
And a Detroit judge explodes in anger after a courtroom outburst.
Be quiet! Take him back! Take him out! Take him out now! No! Take him out!
They don't say don't mess with Judge Vonda Evans for nothing. Just that she just was not going to have it after a defendant in a rape case today swore at her in the courtroom.
I have never heard a judge react this way, so let's get right to Jermont Terry. He is live with the video you definitely have to see. Jermont.
Karen, it's not every day you hear the F-bomb dropped multiple times inside the courtroom, and most of that was done by the judge. But that happened today here at the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice. The defendant, Anthony Thornton, decided on a bench trial, and the outspoken judge, Vonda Evans, gave him a mouthful when he did not like the verdict she was handing down.
On trial for rape, Anthony Thornton takes the stand in his defense.
Yes, it was me and her had consensual sex.
Oh, you had consensual sex. Okay.
I asked her.
Okay.
After hearing the evidence, Judge Vonda Evans was in the middle of giving her verdict, but Thornton kept talking.
See, when you tell one lie, you got to remember the 100 lies that you told to cover that lie up.
That wasn't no lie.
Be quiet and don't talk in my courtroom.
The judge kicks Thornton out, and that's when things heat up.
I'm innocent.
Be quiet. Take him back.
That's right.
Take him out.
Right.
Take him out now. No. Take him out. I'm innocent.
The judge continues her verdict without Thornton present.
And the court is going to so find the defendant guilty beyond the reasonable doubt as to count 1 and count 2 criminal sexual conduct.
Judge Evans then orders Thornton to return, and she does not mince words.
Mr. Thornton, I'm going to address with the comment that you made. It was disrespectful for you.
I'm sorry.
To say me.
I'm sorry. Really sorry.
Thornton offers multiple apologies, but it's too late.
You were out of line?
Yes, I was, and I'm sorry. All I've been saying is how things are.
I'm saying what you said to this court.
And I apologize deeply because you've been treating me fair.
I have never been anything but respectful to you. And for you to say me in my courtroom was unacceptable.
Yes, I'm deeply sorry. Just upset because I didn't do it. I'm deeply sorry.
Take him back.
Now, in the end, the judge did find Thornton guilty of 2 counts of criminal sexual conduct, but she did not find him guilty of kidnapping and unlawful imprisonment. Most definitely not your usual day in court today. Reporting live outside the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice, Jermont Terry, Local 4.
What a scene, Jermont, in that courtroom. Okay, so let's get back to the case at hand. It was DNA evidence, right, that led to the conviction?
Yeah, you're exactly right, Karen. You know, Thornton actually gave that consent for his DNA to be taken in the middle of the interview, and it was through the rape kits that they found him linked to multiple rapes in the Detroit area dating back 7 years. So it was the rape kits that essentially got him in this courtroom today.
All right, thank you very much, Jermont. And we have posted the uncut video of the courtroom outburst on clickondetroit.com, and it is being shared numerous times already. You can find it right in the top story section of the homepage. Tonight, the Local 4 defenders getting answers after a federal raid overnight in Dearborn.
We're told that raid at the home on Jonathan Street was connected to a national security investigation. Let's bring in defender Kevin Dietz live. And Kevin, this is connected to a case out of New York, correct?
That's right, Jason. Law enforcement sources are telling me tonight that a person, the target of this investigation, was apprehended here in Metro Detroit and flown back to New York. The allegations involve giving support to a terrorist organization. Neighbors watched and wondered what Thursday night's FBI SWAT team raid was all about. Several folks saying dozens of law enforcement from multiple agencies blocked off the street and searched the home. No one answered the door today. Ken Donaldson cuts most of the lawns on Jonathan Street. He says everyone here is so nice. It just goes to show a national security operation could happen anywhere.
Every time we catch one person, it's a plus for the overall goal. So if they eliminate all that type of terrorism is no good. So every step is a plus.
Former Detroit FBI boss Andy Arena says the fact neighbors were never evacuated and the agency announced there was no imminent threat tells us there was no terrorist bombs or weapons here.
If that was there, if there was a threat, then the FBI would have gotten the neighbors, the people in the neighborhood out of there.
Sources indicate this is a joint terrorism task force case of providing money or material support to a terrorist organization, and that the target lived in New York but recently moved here to Dearborn. Neighbors confirmed the man living in the house just recently moved here. Agents removed several boxes from the home during the raid. Andy Arena calls it serious, but not necessarily a critical investigation.
They're going to look at the evidence, they're going to start analyzing that evidence, and they're going to start actioning that. So I think that's kind of what the next step will be. The public won't see that, but they're working.
Why did the target decide to come here, and who was the target associating with while in Michigan? That's what the feds hope to find out from information that was seized, information from cell phones, computers, and other documents that were taken last night. Kevin Dietz, Defenders.
Kevin, what happens with jurisdiction in this case? If it started in New York and ended up here in Dearborn, will that play out locally or back in New York?
Yeah, they can choose to do either one, but all indications are that this case will go back to New York. That's where they took the target of this investigation. That's likely where it will end up in federal court.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Kevin. Karen?
In his own words, Russian President Vladimir Putin is speaking about allegations that his country meddled in the presidential elections. His remarks coming during a conversation with NBC's Megyn Kelly. Blaine Alexander is at the White House tonight with the interview and reaction. Hello, Blaine.
And hello to you from Washington. Russian President Vladimir Putin answered direct questions about the ongoing investigation here at home, and he had a lot to say.
Rollback since the Reagan years.
The White House today taking no questions on the ongoing Russia investigation.
We're focused on the president's agenda.
But in Russia, a defensive Vladimir Putin addressing it head on.
This is some sort of hysteria, and this hysteria never seems to stop.
Speaking at an economic forum moderated by NBC's Megyn Kelly, the Russian president at times dismissive, others sarcastic.
A girl that is 3-year-old can perpetrate such an attack, and they present it like this.
And ridiculing multiple U.S. intelligence findings that Russia did meddle in the 2016 U.S. election.
No facts, just assumptions, allegations, and conclusions.
It comes as Russia is pressuring the U.S. to drop the sanctions imposed under President Obama, and as the Russia investigation heats up on Capitol Hill. Fired FBI Director James Comey set to testify next week, and questions about a secret meeting between the president's son-in-law and advisor Jared Kushner and Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak.
What is an ambassador supposed to do? That's what he gets money for. He has to hold meetings.
There is some confusion over what...
Also under scrutiny for his meeting with Kushner, Russian banker Sergei Gorkov, who refused to answer questions from NBC's Keir Simmons. In St. Petersburg today, plenty of talk, yielding only more questions around the Russia investigation here at home. And about that Comey hearing next week, he is expected to testify publicly for several hours before going into a private session later that afternoon. At the White House, Blaine Alexander, Local 4.
The full interview with Russian President Vladimir Putin will air this weekend during the debut of Megyn's new show, Sunday Night with Megyn Kelly. So be sure to watch Sunday Night right here on Local 4.
Talk about an awesome day to get over to Belle Isle to check out the Grand Prix. These are live pictures from Sky 4 over the island. It's free pre-day, by the way, so even better to be over there. The races are slated for tomorrow and Sunday. Now we just have to hope that that weather you just saw there can be duplicated.
I know, it would be nice, and it looks like we've got a pretty good start to the weekend, Brandon.
It's great. Friday, I remember the last couple of years, it has been raining out there for the preview. Tomorrow looks really nice, but there are some times of the weekend that are very questionable. So enjoy this evening. We have temperature of 81 at Metro Airport, 79 City Airport. Port Huron is a solid 10 degrees cooler. The winds coming off of Lake Huron there. Some areas on the east side like Grosse Ile and Port Huron just a little bit cooler. A mix of clouds and sun through tailgating at the Tigers game. Yes, first time in about 2 weeks the Tigers have been home. Upper 70s with that cloud-sun mix. 76 degrees after first pitch, which is 7:10, and a dry night. Very comfortable temperatures. It's short sleeve shirts, jerseys, you name it. There's a look at some of the clouds, but again, dry conditions. We will detail some weekend storm chances coming up.
All right, Brandon. Attorney General Bill Schuette says he plans to sue to block a former Detroit principal convicted in the bribery scandal from getting her pension.
Josette Bendia was sentenced to 2 years in prison. She went to trial back in December after refusing a plea deal. She was ultimately convicted of taking $45,000 from the now jailed DPS contractor Norman Schei while principal at Bennett Elementary. Schei was sentenced to 5 years last year.
A young father gunned down in cold blood. Now his family wants answers.
We miss Uncle Jesse. I want him back.
New tonight, their desperate plea to bring a killer to justice.
Also, this woman charged in a shocking case of child abuse, but it's where this mother works that's making headlines. We'll explain that ahead here at 5. Sean?
Only on Local 4, a terrifying ordeal for a 19-year-old from here in Trenton. A man forces her into her car outside of this Walgreens downriver and forces her to drive him to Detroit. But he is only facing a very minor charge tonight. We're asking the prosecutor for the reason why.
Sunday, new at 6.
A man tries to abduct a teenage girl. New at 6, how she helped police put him behind bars.
A Southfield charter school suddenly shut down. Tonight, we are hearing from the management company on why the company had no choice but to pull its resources.
A teen girl walking out of a downriver store, forced into a car and told to drive north. Luckily, that girl got out safely and police made an arrest.
But that's where things get really interesting in this case because of what prosecutors decided to charge the man with. Not a felony, but a misdemeanor. Let's bring in Sean Lay. He has been working to get to the bottom of this. So what did you find out, Sean?
Karen, can you imagine what this girl and her parents are thinking tonight that this suspect now just charged with a misdemeanor? We've been asking Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy's office why the suspect is only facing a misdemeanor charge. And just late this afternoon, the prosecuting office has added actually a second charge. It happened last week and it was terrifying. A Trenton teen walks out of Walgreens on 4th Street in Trenton with chips and drinks, and a 48-year-old man comes out of nowhere, forces her into her car, and makes her drive him to Detroit against her will. A Trenton police officer in court getting charges approved in the case explains what happened next. The girl was in hysterics, and that suspect, Kevin Bruce Smith, also from Trenton, kept her cell phone from her and told her to keep driving north.
While driving northbound on 4th Street, continued to tell Smith that she did not own the car. A text message came across his phone from her brother. Went to answer it, and Smith told her to put the phone down and keep driving.
The teen's brother started texting her wondering where she was, and Smith kept her from responding. She was unable to tell her family. She was unable to tell police that she was in extreme danger. Local 4 is not identifying the victim.
Continued to tell Smith that she was not allowed to be in Detroit. And Smith stated he was almost there. Keep driving, I'll take care of you. Warren began to cry.
When they got to Detroit, Smith got out and ran. But tonight, Smith is not charged with kidnapping, abduction, or carjacking. The Wayne County Prosecutor's Office approving a charge called interference with a crime report, meaning the teen was desperate to report the crime that was in progress, and Smith interfered with that by not allowing her to. Now, again, as we've been questioning this week, Kim Worthy's office about why just a misdemeanor charge, Kim Worthy's office telling me tonight the case does not fit a kidnapping. However, a new charge late this afternoon, the unauthorized use of a motor vehicle has been added to Kevin Smith's original charge, Karen, but that too is just a misdemeanor. Back to you.
So is Smith under arrest then, Sean?
He is not. Trenton police got this charge. They also have the new charge to go with. They expect to go pick him up later tonight and arraign him on the charges over the weekend. During hearings leading up to a trial in this case, if more evidence is unearthed here, the prosecutor's office say more charges could actually come.
All right, and we know you'll stay on top of it. Thank you, Sean.
Construction will begin soon on what will be Detroit's tallest building. Dan Gilbert's Bedrock Real Estate is behind this project. The company's CEO is now saying demolition work on the existing 4-story underground parking garage at the Hudson site in downtown Detroit will begin in December. Construction on a new 52-story building will then begin. It's kind of a look at what it'll look like. The high-rise will cost $775 million to build. It will have apartments, office, and retail space, and maybe an office for Brandon Rue. We're not sure about that part yet.
He's still negotiating.
I'm negotiating a floor.
Oh, you're going to go whole floor?
Right.
It's going fancy schmancy.
How high? I mean, do you want to be like the top floor? I mean, because that's a little pretentious.
What will end up happening, knowing my negotiating skills, I'll get one small little room in the basement and I'll have my stapler.
Okay.
There you go. Big weekend. We've got graduation parties, Grand Prix,
Yes.
soccer games.
Oh,
we got a lot of stuff to do.
And we're going to get through most of it all right, but there is a little time period on Sunday that we're watching very closely. Let's start out with Local 4 Storm Pins. Want to encourage everybody to get this app. It's free under WDIV. You can share primarily a sort of a social media approach to tracking storms with us, letting everybody know what's coming their way. Or if you're like Dr. Kamar, Metro Beach, taking pictures of the swans, their babies, even some Canadian geese, ducklings, or what would they be considered? Geese? Yeah. Canadian goslings? All right, there we go. 81 degrees out there right now with a nice blend of sun and clouds. Some of these clouds have darker bottoms and look like they want to try to rain. We're picking nothing up on radar, so thus far, no rain in the forecast for your evening. If you get anything, it'd be very light, but nice and warm. West winds are 12. Here is a look at the radar and satellite combined, and it does show some of that cloud cover that is coming in out of the northwest. And even with a northwest wind, we're seeing temperatures in the upper 70s and low 80s for most of Metro Detroit, but closer to the big lakes on the east side, we're getting some northeast winds off of Lake Huron and St. Clair. So Mount Clemens up into Port Huron, even Grosse Ile, a little bit cooler and a little marine layer forming up along the shoreline of Lake Huron. But there's a look at the rain that's up north of Marquette that really will struggle. So not anticipating a whole lot of activity today. And even tomorrow, this stationary front does become a warm front. We keep the warm air around, but it could be the trigger for some isolated showers late evening. So daytime plans, it is all about the beach, boat, pool weather tomorrow. 72 at noon and 80 degrees your high temperature tomorrow, maybe even a little bit warmer than that. And dew points are up a little bit. Humidity is up a little bit. Sunday even more so. Here's the morning hours, and we do start with a little bit of cloud cover on your Saturday morning, and through the afternoon, gorgeous weather. You can see some of these showers approaching, but better bet as we head into Sunday morning, and a couple of waves here of showers from about 6 in the morning until maybe 10 a.m. and then we get a break in the middle of the day. Good for the Grand Prix, and temperatures getting into the low 80s, a little bit windy, but Sunday night into Monday, we need to be real careful. We have some showers and storms that could be on the strong side. Again, late Sunday into Monday. We will notice a temperature drop as well on Monday, keeping some showers around. And most of next week looks pretty darn dry. We're going to start the week a little below average and then quickly soar above. So, yes, a lot of soccer tournaments and big races this weekend. A lot going on here. And the Tigers, first time in 2 weeks.
I know. It'd be nice to have them back home.
Make it happen.
Be loud out there. Make up for lost
Karen
time.
will be there Saturday night, so we're already monitoring that.
Thank you very much for the warning for the city. Dr. McGeorge.
Everyone is spending more time outside, and it shows in the ER. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Allergies, injuries, and the contagious illnesses you'll want to avoid. See what's going around where you live.
But first, she's an advocate for abuse victims, but police say she is an abuser. What this local mother is charged with doing to her own son. Next.
A woman who works at a domestic violence shelter is in jail for the brutal beating of her own son.
Pinckney police say Ashley Bell beat her 9-year-old with a leather belt until the belt broke. Bell works at a shelter advocating against domestic violence and child abuse, but she is now charged with third-degree child abuse and jailed on a $150,000 bond. Family members say they tried alerting Child Protective Services in the past, but this time called police.
For the first time since a verdict in the case, the wife of MSP Trooper Chad Wolf is speaking out. This week, Charles Warren, the driver who hit and dragged Trooper Wolf, was acquitted on all the charges. After the verdict, Wolf's family quickly left the courtroom, but today in a statement, she says this: "While I was hoping for a conviction and shocked when the verdict came back, it doesn't lessen Chad's character or the impact that he had on people. My husband's love for life, God, his family, and others still lives on, and nothing can erase or alter that."
We are following stories from across Michigan on this Friday evening.
Let's start in Battle Creek. That's where police say a man playing poker at Firekeepers Casino grabbed cash from a poker table and took off. This happened last night around 7:30. The suspect then drove off, leading police on a chase down I-94 with speeds near 100 miles an hour. State troopers caught up with the driver later down the road in Berrien County and managed to stop and arrest him. Now to Flint, where Michigan State Police have made a pretty cute rescue.
Yes, they recovered 3 adorable husky puppies. They say the puppies belong to a woman whose pregnant husky was stolen back in April from her Flint home. She found the mom, but the puppies weren't recovered until now, so definitely a happy ending in Flint.
Definitely. You can also see stories like this online. Just go to the All for Pets page at clickondetroit.com. It's a great place to find pet news, share photos, and talk to other pet lovers. And by the way, next week we're gonna nominate some of your pets, so go check it out.
New at 5:30.
Yesterday it was the Motor City makeover in Branches that was causing the trouble.
Week after week, pickup came, they didn't take it.
Today, it's just plain old yard waste needing to get picked up. How does that happen in the city of Detroit? We'll let you know.
Using technology to sell a home, we'll show you what one realtor is doing to capture your attention and why it's already working.
A young Detroit father shot and killed in his own driveway in front of his baby girl. Tonight, the family turning to Crime Stoppers from help. Hear from the family tonight.
It's dinner time. Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5:30 starts now.
Searching for justice. A young father gunned down in front of his Detroit home as his 5-year-old daughter watched. Jesse Armstrong was just 25 years old when he was killed.
And now his family is reaching out in hopes of bringing his killer to justice. Let's get out to Priya Mann. Priya, this just has to be absolutely devastating for them.
Oh, Sandra, Jesse's mom says this has been a nightmare. You can see the flyers are up around this community. And as you mentioned, Jesse was shot multiple times. He died in his own driveway in front of his little girl.
I want to see Uncle Jesse. I just want to see him one more time. Not in a picture, not in a video. I want to see him in human. I want to see him.
The innocence of childhood was shattered for this Detroit family. Jesse Armstrong was killed in front of his baby girl.
My daughter saw this. No one should be able to see it, not especially a 5-year-old girl.
I think I remind her of her dad because then she, wants to always talk about it, how she's seen her dad laying there at the foot of the steps with blood running down his face. How she's seen the shooter have the gun on his side.
The 25-year-old was shot multiple times and died in his driveway.
My kids are hurting, I'm hurting, and this is very hard. And anyone that can help us, please help us.
The family turned to Crime Stoppers for help solving the murder. Armstrong was killed in the evening of March 4th on Waterman near Lafayette. The young father had 9 siblings, worked in the cement business, and loved children.
If he was sitting here with a bite on his plate and a little kid came up hungry, he'd give it to him. I mean, this was a kid that anybody in this neighborhood knows. He loved people and people loved him here.
The family has a message for the killer.
We're going to find you, and you're going to stand your day in court.
And Jesse's birthday was tomorrow. The family says they're getting a cake. They're going to celebrate his birthday. They're going to make this a tradition for the family. Again, you can make that anonymous call to Crime Stoppers, 1-800-SPEAK-UP. Reporting live, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
And Priya, we know police are looking for information at this point. Are they telling you, do they have any solid leads at all?
You know, the real challenge here, Sandra, is that the only witness that police are aware of is that 5-year-old girl, and she was just too traumatized, understandably so. Very vague description, but police are investigating, urging anyone with information to give them a call or to call Crime Stoppers.
Yeah, let's hope someone comes forward. Thank you so much, Priya. Jason?
Last night, Local 4 helped a neighborhood clear up its yard waste. We discovered a block club had moved its Motor City Makeover dump site, and the city didn't know about that. Tonight, we learned the problem is much wider than our story let on. Rod Maloney shows us what's behind this problem and how to solve it.
You don't have to travel very far in the city of Detroit to find this scene. Piles of branches and brush on the side of the road, residents thinking it's going to get picked up, and yet it doesn't. Detroiter Carol Plasha contacted Local 4 because of the plentiful and annoying brush piles left to decay in the sun, not just on her street, but all over.
A lot of debris from the windstorm that we had 3 months ago when we had the power out for 5 days.
Detroit residents grew used to putting out debris like this and having the city pick it up.
And it's been sitting and sitting. In fact, Tuesday was our pickup day, and they went by it again and didn't pick it up.
And while the city says there are no new rules here, not everybody knows them. So let's take a look at how this is supposed to work according to the city. If you have any yard waste like grass clippings, leaves, or branches up to 2 inches in diameter, they all go in brown paper biodegradable disposable bags like these. You can put them out twice a month, and they need to rest within 6 feet of your regular trash cans. You need to secure branches and twigs up to 4 feet in length and then 4 inches in diameter in tied bundles, and they can't exceed 60 pounds. And you can avoid all of this simply by loading up your branches yourself, loading them into your vehicle, and dropping them off at one of 2 city DPW drop-off locations. There's the Southfield Yard at 12255 Southfield Service Drive, or the Davison Yard at 8221 West Davison. They're open Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they do close for lunch between 2:30 and 3:30. Now, there is nothing wrong with your television. This is a reminder of the thing you can't do with the city of Detroit when it comes to getting rid of your trash, and that is use one of these. A plastic trash bag for your yard waste is an absolute no-no. They will not pick that up. In the meantime, we should let you know we're batting 1,000 here. City of Detroit went out there today and picked up all this stuff on Carroll Street as well. Back to you.
Well, Rod, you're a great hitter. We all know that. But are there penalties for not getting these rules right?
Yes, there are. In fact, if you put your yard waste out 24 hours before they pick it up, you can be ticketed for that. And if you leave this stuff out for too long, you can be ticketed as well. Tickets run anywhere from $100 to $1,000. You don't want to be messing around with that. But if you want to know all those rules, you want to print it out, go to clickondetroit.com. We have it all spelled out for you there.
All right. We appreciate it, Rod, who can also hit for power, it should be noted, not just for average. Very good. Thanks.
He got such a kick out of that, too, by the way. Busy weekend around here for a lot of folks as we kind of wind down the end of the school year.
Jason's taking off to see his daughters play softball,
volleyball. Plus, I mean, there's probably 6 open house invitations somewhere in my mail.
Yeah, a lot going on.
Just throwing the money out.
Busy, busy.
Sandra and the kids are going to be to the park, to the pool.
Everything, a little bit of everything.
And a couple of huge events going on around town. So Jason has the best chance of getting stormed on. Just throwing it out there. He's going to be over in Lansing. That's all. That's it. It has nothing to do with the Eeyore black cloud that follows him everywhere he goes. Here we go. It is nice out there. 81 degrees right now is our official number at Metro. It's 80 in Monroe, 80 up in Lapeer. But notice Sandusky at 68, 70 in Port Huron. While most of us are seeing these northwest winds this evening, some areas getting east winds and a little marine layer, a little cool air coming in to some east siders. Mount Clemens 71, 73 in Groseal. Here's a look at the weekend, a little snapshot for you tomorrow. Ideal, even for Jason. 80 degrees, pick day of the weekend, no doubt about it. But Sunday, we will be tracking rounds of rain and thunder. The big race, right? The Grand Prix at Belle Isle. It's going to be early morning rain and thunder. Midday, we get a break. So hoping to get the race in there okay and make sure everybody is safe. Middle of the day looks like the better part of your Sunday, guys.
Thank you, Brandon. Comedian Kathy Griffin now claiming she is the victim of bullying due to the photo in which she appears to be holding the severed head of President Donald Trump. Griffin made the claim today during a news conference addressing the photo's growing backlash. The comedian says she never intended the photo to be taken as any sort of serious threat of violence. Griffin also claims recent public statements made by the president and his family are ruining her life.
Sitting president of the United States and his grown children and the First Lady are personally, I feel, trying to ruin my life forever.
Now, despite her apology, CNN fired Griffin as co-host of its New Year's Eve program. Also, we should point out multiple venues are also dropping Griffin's scheduled shows as well.
Today, 3 former Penn State officials were sentenced to at least 2 months in jail in the Jerry Sandusky abuse case.
Former President Graham Spanier, former Vice President Gary Schultz, and also the former athletic director, Tim Curley, all convicted of misdemeanor child endangerment. Prosecutors say they failed to report a 2001 sexual abuse claim against then assistant football coach Jerry Sandusky. Spanier says he plans to appeal.
New video has been released showing Tiger Woods moments after he was pulled over for a DUI in Florida earlier this week. The video shows the golfer mostly incoherent and swaying as he's questioned by police. He was found asleep behind the wheel of his car and failed a field sobriety test. Woods told officers he wasn't drinking and he did blow a 0.0, but according to police, he admitted he was on 4 prescription medications, including Vicodin. He's scheduled to be arraigned July 5th.
Are you looking for a new home? Just press play. One local realtor is now using video commercials to sell homes. Consumer investigator Hank Winchester shows us how it gives the buyer an intimate glimpse into the listing.
There are many websites and apps available for you to find homes that are for sale. Zillow and Realtor.com will show you dozens of pictures of available listings. But how about taking a more personal tour inside? Lights.
I wanted you to flow back. And like, yeah.
Camera.
Let's roll it.
Sold.
Every now and then a special home comes along, and that's what we have here today.
Realtor Mark Schaffner using technology to capture the attention of potential home buyers.
Every home tells a story.
By creating video tours of his listings, tours that tell a story about the house.
Nothing tells a story better than a commercial.
Videos that are shared on Facebook and YouTube.
People see these homes, they get shared organically on social media.
That audience may not be house hunting, but the marketing is still effective.
Literally tens of thousands of people that necessarily wouldn't have seen them before are seeing them now.
That sounded quite compelling and exciting.
Which is why homeowner Ron Carlson is giving Schaffner's method a try.
And then we'll get kind of a kitchen in the background.
It's a different way of getting your house sold.
Is my mic on?
Carlson hopes the video will show his home's charm.
I would like to see us gain a suitable buyer that would fall in love with a house like we have.
Videos that show the home, tell a story, and hopefully lead to a sale.
It's all about marketing the home, and the best way to get the home the most exposure, and I believe it's the way the real estate industry is going to go.
And you can take a tour yourself and check out some more of these videos. All you have to do is go to the consumer page of our website, click on Detroit.com. I'm Hank Winchester. Help me, Hank.
Like you said, probably a little more involved than just the slideshows now.
Exactly. It's very creative.
Yeah.
It's kind of a way of personalizing everything.
To the next level, yeah.
Whatever it takes, right?
It happened so fast, parents could only look on in horror.
Coming up new tonight, a bounce house full of children goes flying in the air.
Also, you've heard the phrase, catch a fish without a hook. Well, an Alabama fisherman must be pretty good looking because he doesn't even need to use a fishing pole. New here at 5:30, how this guy is making anglers around the world very jealous of his skills. Doc?
Everyone is spending more time outside, and it shows in the ER. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Coming up, allergies, injuries, and the contagious illnesses you'll want to avoid. See what's going around where you live.
Thanks, Doc. And also be sure to tune in Sunday night at 7 to watch the premiere of Megyn Kelly's new show. It's called Sunday Night with Megyn Kelly. For the premiere, Kelly sits down with Russian President Vladimir Putin for a can't-miss interview. Again, that's coming up Sunday night at 7 right here on Local 4.
Jeopardy has a
new at 6.
A man was hiding in the bushes on Detroit's west side, and he decided to target a woman by carjacking her. She tells the story of what happened and how she fought back.
All right, Coco, in a wild police chase involving gunfire and an officer being run over. Tonight, we're learning more about the woman who was behind the wheel.
In good health tonight, the nice weather has everybody spending a little bit more time outside, and local doctors say it's showing in the ER.
Our own ER doctor, Frank McGeorge, is here with a look at what's going around.
We're seeing more injuries in general as people do more outdoor sports and yard work, but there are also some contagious illnesses popping up too. Here's what's going around where you live. In Wayne County, St. John Hospital reports seasonal allergies and sinus infections. Henry Ford Dearborn is treating infected insect bites, and Dr. Ashley Alexander at Beaumont Grosse Pointe is seeing pink eye. CVS Minute Clinic in Wyandotte reports swimmer's ear and strep throat. Moving to Oakland County, Providence Hospital is seeing lots of seasonal allergies and related sinus infections. CVS Minute Clinic in Milford is treating a case of mono. Beaumont Dr. Nancy Croswell in Oxford reports swimmer's itch, and Crittenden is seeing patients with poison ivy, bee stings, and outdoor injuries. Clarkson Medical Group is seeing an uptick in tick bites. Looking at Washtenaw County, pediatricians at U of M are treating lots of outdoor injuries in kids and stomach viruses too. St. Joseph Mercy doctors in Ann Arbor and Chelsea are seeing outdoor injuries in adults, including bike accidents without helmets and falls from ladders. Some coughs and trouble breathing are there too. Heading to Monroe County, ProMedica Monroe Regional is treating respiratory infections and outdoor injuries this week. Dr. Anthony Songo is seeing those seasonal allergy symptoms. Over to Genesee County, ER doctors at Genesis warn ticks are terrible this season, and hikers in particular need to be on guard. They're also cautioning boaters and kayakers to use life jackets. Looking at Livingston County, St. Joseph Mercy Livingston and Brighton are both seeing coughs and congestion, as well as patients suffering stomach virus symptoms. Finally, in Macomb County, allergy and asthma flare-ups remain high at McLaren-Macomb, along with outdoor injuries. The Henry Ford Macomb Health Center in Bruce Township is treating insect bites and poison ivy, and the CVS Minute Clinic in Shelby Township is seeing ear infections, sinus infections, and pink eye. Now, if you or your child are prone to developing swimmer's ear, you can try drying out the ear canal after swimming by using a hairdryer on the coolest setting, blowing in the ear, or you can mix a solution of half vinegar and half rubbing alcohol and put a few drops in each ear after you get out of the pool. Back to you.
Don't use Q-tips.
No.
He's covered.
Very, very bad idea.
Jamie does not do that.
No, she doesn't. But you know what? It's a gorgeous night out at the ballpark.
Jamie Edmonds live at Comerica tonight. Tigers back from that homestand. Jamie, exciting.
Hey there, Jason, Sandra. Yeah, it's exciting. It's a beautiful day for baseball. It's 79 degrees according to the big board over there. White Sox back in town. Tigers get a chance to get some revenge quickly after the Sox took 3 of 4 from them on the road. Michael Fulmer will be pitching against lefty Derek Holland. First pitch is at 7:10. Now back to that road trip. Man, it was rough. Tigers just 4-7 on that 11-game road trip. They're 3 games under 500 right now, and there are rumors swirling that they will be sellers at the trade deadline in July. Well, Al Avila met with reporters today, and he said the team is not there.
Right now, what we're really focusing in, the only thing we're focusing in is on winning a lot of games and obviously trying to fix all, those little areas that sometimes pop up, whether it be the bullpen, the starting pitching, the hitting, most importantly, to be more consistent. We're going to work on those things and really focus more on winning ball games, more so than anything else. Obviously, we're not even looking at, are we going to trade anybody at this point? I just want to make sure that everybody's focused on winning games.
Here's the good news. The Tigers are home for a lot of games. Their schedule gets easier. We'll hear from Avila again and Brad coming up at 6 o'clock. Switching gears to the French Open, 10th seeded Venus Williams kept it going. She's headed to the 4th round after beating Elise Mertens in straight sets. Venus is far court on this point.
Once again, it's the forehand of Venus Williams.
She would cruise 6-3, 6-1, and hey, sister Serena in the stands giving her support. Moving on to basketball, last night in Oakland, the Warriors absolutely dismantled the defending NBA champions Cleveland Cavaliers 113-91. Best matchup of the night, though, had to go to Kevin Durant and Rihanna. the singer. Here's what I'm talking about. Riri, a huge LeBron James fan, and was sitting courtside and apparently giving it to the Warriors all night long. Some say she and KD had many interactions, including a stare down in the fourth. But hey, it had zero effect. Durant led all scorers with 38 points, and we'll have full highlights at 6 o'clock. Back here at the ballpark, it's a beautiful day. Don't you guys wish you could join me?
We do. We're scooped up inside. It is beautiful out.
Santana in the background there.
Do you have any extra tickets, Jamie? Do you have tickets?
Yes, I do. Just come on down, Jason. I'll hand them out.
We're there. Cool.
Thanks, Jamie.
For the homestand. That's what I meant originally. Back from
We
the
know what you
to the
meant. It's all good.
Well, it's been so long. I forget what it's like. That's why we're encouraging everybody to make up for lost time. Louder you need to. If you need an extra, Pepsi.
Cup of coffee.
Something.
And caffeine.
Moderation.
Yeah.
Moderation.
All right.
That's what Brandon meant, right?
Yeah, something. Sometimes I have no idea what I mean. Here's a look at downtown. The Tigers in town, the Grand Prix at Belle Isle, and I know you have lots of plans as well. And it is a weekend starting off on the right note. 81 degrees in our Metro Zone at Metro Airport. 79, says Jamie Edmonds at the ballpark. 78 at West Zone in Howell. Our North Zone, 79 in Lapeer and Monroe at 80. We're just about all of us in the same boat. Folks up in the Thumb are cooler with a north and northeast wind coming off of the lake. And some of our east siders like Grosse Ile seeing slightly cooler temperatures, but a few clouds out there, likely not going to have a major impact. We're going to see dry conditions and 70s this evening at the ballpark, 80 degrees tomorrow from morning clouds to some afternoon sun. Your Hanson's weather window on this finally Friday evening. We have the Renaissance Center. Great shot here. Beautiful blue sky today. Felt every bit of summer with temperatures all around, again, around 80 degrees. And, this time of year, you usually don't get the real high humidity. It's bearable, 80 degrees, so we're loving it. Going to be nice tomorrow, but coming up at 6, we'll track Sunday storms.
Ooh. Could put a damper on things.
All right. Thank you, Brandon.
You bet.
The Secret Service considering making a big change.
Coming up new tonight, the policy, it's changing in the hopes of drawing new agents, but not everybody is happy with this plan.
But first, a bounce house full of kids goes flying in the air. You'll see it next.
Sports.